Durka Durka, Sherbakala.
Hello, hello, hello.
That's what we say around here.
No, and I was going for the French chef from Muppets.
Yeah, but the funny part is you actually said Durka Durka.
I know, because that's what the French chef said.
What are you guys doing? How you doing? Lloyd, Caleb, Craigers was first on the board tonight. Logan, Davey, what's happening, you guys?
Craigers, I'm eating the chocolate. It's so delicious. Thank you.
She's got 4 more over there.
I don't usually
You
eat
still have
but one or
another
two.
bag of those.
And that thing's still full. I can still see the Hershey Kisses from this
The
distance.
level of Hershey Kisses.
Yeah. Because I only eat them on
Them
Wednesdays
little
and Fridays.
chocolate nipples. They last a long time.
I'm over that. They're just chocolate now.
Nope.
DJ's hair.
Still chocolate nipples.
Davey, checking in from the couch.
All right.
How's it going, Davey?
Davey, how's everything going, man?
Turka.
Hope you guys are doing good. Fuck it. We got hot as balls here in San Antonio, man.
It's not even as hot as it was over the weekend. You're being such a baby.
Dude.
It was 106 this weekend with 80% humidity. Today it was 95
I didn't
with like
say just today,
70.
did I? I said it's been hot as balls. It's hot as balls.
I don't know when you turned into a giant
over
vagina, but
I don't want to move to Alaska or some shit. Don't get me
hell
wrong.
no, you're going by yourself if that was the
Don't
case.
get me wrong. I'm not moving to Iowa.
Well, you lived in Phoenix. Suck it up,
I know,
Buttercup.
it's just different here, right? It's
Because
humid
you're more of a
as
girl
fuck.
here. You really are.
I'm every woman. If you guys can find this shirt at
I'm every woman.
Old Navy, it's on the rack, and this is in the gentleman's section of. You're still searching? Nice. Keep it up, dude.
What? Oh,
If you can find this shirt in the gentleman's section, definitely rock it. I've never seen a shirt that has Whitney Houston that says "I'm every woman" in the men's section.
I thought it was hilarious.
So I
still
saw
think
that,
it's
and I was
hilarious.
like, I'm instantly buying that fucking thing.
Aloha Snack Bar's on there again, and I almost said, "What's Aloha Snack Bar?" And then I remembered, okay, don't.
Come on.
At least I remembered. I'm not afraid to call myself out though. Wow, these are filthy. Can you manage those?
I can do what I can. With my new,
I really need new ones.
I'm every woman shirt.
I really need new glasses.
How are you doing tonight, honey?
I'm good.
How was your workout?
Good. Legs, they're tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get some tired legs.
Yeah. I looked into some newer. I looked into
So we were talking last Friday
Friday.
or
Friday.
Friday, sorry. About like, okay, trying to figure out some different
Changing
shit for
it
you
up.
to do.
yeah. Well,
And then let's talk about that real quick. Well, we got 2 minutes. 3
everything's
minutes, 5
wicked
minutes. We got-
expensive. So I looked at the Pilates because I'm really interested in that. $200 a month. And not even guaranteed spot for the classes that I might want to get into.
That's kind of that Orange Theory fitness
concept.
shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what that's why we talked about it. And I was
Well, and I
like,
had her send me the schedule, and on there, like it shows, like, because there was a class that, like, there were a couple like beginner classes I thought were really good, like in the afternoon. They all had like 6 people on the wait list, and I was like, why?
so you can't get in, basically.
No, and she did say they're opening another gym, so I may say, hey,
Get
reach back
fucked. I
out
want to
to-
go work out right now.
Well, I might tell her, reach out to me when the other gym opens if this one becomes
What do
less
you
crowded.
think about that CrossFit gym?
It was also $200 a month.
And
they
you
played
can
country
still get
music
in,
when
yeah?
they were working out. And I was like, oh, hell no, I'd rather get hit by a car than work out to country
You're
music.
not that bad.
No, I will not work out to country. You know what I need to work out.
I think that's just the shit that they're blasting around.
I need bass. Gotta have bass.
But you can still throw your own headphones in, right?
I know. I see that when people do.
What do you
that,
guys
Jim,
do?
and
Like, what?
But I always feel like
We
that's
need to get
rude.
some ladies in here. God damn it! All you, Ruben, what's up? Start tagging all the ladies.
Rubes.
Tell them to get in the chat.
But I don't know. Maybe that boxing gym too. I was thinking around 9. Thinking boxing might be a nice little change up.
What about going to my gym and getting some?
Nope.
Like you get in there and then
I
we
need-
get you some personal training sessions.
It's going to be just as expensive.
Okay, so it's $200 if you have personal training sessions.
I don't know. Find out how much personal training sessions, because I know it's only $19 a month to include me.
Yeah, to add you onto mine.
But find out how much training sessions are.
Just saying.
I know. I'm asking you to do a little
like
homework.
Will does boxing 1-on-1s.
Ask how much they cost.
Will, how much do they cost?
Don't knock Orange Theory. I loved it. Paige.
I'm not saying you don't.
Paige,
I'm
but
just
Paige, what we're saying is it was hard, like especially in Phoenix, it was hard for people to get
You
into
couldn't get
classes
into
that
the
fit their
class.
schedules.
That was
And
the
then
thing.
if you got
They were
in and you
overbooked.
couldn't make it because, let's say, God forbid, something came up with work, they charged you
Yeah.
if you didn't show. Fuck that bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm
I just
already
wanna go
paying
to
you a monthly
fucking
fee.
Gym.
Yeah. So
Eat a bag of dicks. That's the only thing about
But-
those box. That's that's beyond like the Orange Theory and doing the Pilates and stuff like that. They're beyond box gyms.
What's a box gym?
Like or
CrossFit?
fucking CrossFit,
Okay.
right?
Well, and this one, I will say that the Pilates gym had a ton of different classes. And in some of those classes, they did like bar classes or the
It's just not big enough.
the X, the workouts where it's just all gravity. You're using the
X
hang.
gonna give it to you.
The hang,
Yeah,
the thingies.
I use those all the time. Those yellow and
Yeah, but they do like a whole workout on it. I feel like that might be pretty tough.
do lots of crunches because you can pull your
Pull
legs
and
in,
pull-ups
and stuff.
I'm sure there's all sorts of shit they do.
This
but
is what that means.
so I'd love to try it. There needs to be more availability before because I'm not working out at
TRX.
I'm not working out at 7 p.m. at night. I'm braless and in shorts
you're also
by that
not
time
working
of night.
out at 7 a.m.
No. And they did have availability at 7 and 8, and then they do have something every hour all day long, which is kind of wasn't me. You better go get some paper towels because you got it on your laptop.
No,
and on the table and on your laptop.
not even worry about the table.
Go get some paper towels right there.
Okay, let's keep talking. It was just a little spill.
Little spillets all over your arm. If I had done that, do you know what kind of shit you'd be giving me?
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway, go on.
whatever.
It just it comes down to.
Well, I'll figure it out. I guess just stay maybe with my gym. It's $75 a month. Come on.
Well, I know we had talked about it. It's just like trying to get you to do something new. And I was talking to Travis next door. It's like, let's get on our mountain bikes. Let's do something different.
Where do you go mountain biking? I mean, you could go do that big trail that goes all the way from like the rim to downtown.
Well,
I feel like your ass would hurt so bad by that you wouldn't be able to sit down for like
just
3
road
days.
riding at that point, right?
Yeah. I think you have to travel.
There's
to do
some places like Schnebley Hill Park or Schnebley Park or whatever.
No, there's no. There's
some,
flat.
but you just
still
go
flat.
off or something like that. I don't know. Katie, what's up? So we are talking about like Beth,
About. Why do you always sound like you're from Canadian from that?
because I'm from fucking New Hampshire and it sneaks in there every once in a while. But we're talking about like Beth trying some different shit. And like she's been doing some homework on some places and like looking at fucking Pilates and it's fucking expensive.
I need to see. I'm going to check out round 9.
What are other people?
A lot of people do CrossFit because it's fast. It's 30 minutes.
Yeah, they're HIIT workouts.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I do now, though. But they're just 50 minutes.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think so. One of the things this is what I think. Are you bored of the environment? Because you weren't bored of it before. We'll just precursor that. I'm not going to go.
Say that again. What? Huh?
You weren't bored of the environment before.
Right.
Is that maybe
Some of the changes that happened over the last 8
and I'm not
months?
going to. I don't want to call that out
I know,
specifically.
Maybe. That could be some of it.
F45. What's that, Robbie? F45. So that's why we're just trying to find something again, and everybody needs to do something different every once in a while. And that's why,
Then I was like, do I do yoga and do nothing but yoga for a while?
But it comes down to that. That's what I was worried about, like Pilates. Like you're going to go into this air.
Some of them are really hard workouts. Though.
I'm not discounting.
Have you ever
that
seen
at all.
girls? I'm granted they're 25 that do nothing but yoga.
But I've also seen.
I heard you say
that do nothing but Pilates.
You're like, I see those women walking in there. I'm like, don't be a dick.
And I'm like, I'm trying not to be a dick. I promise you. But it's like
it's really hard for you.
Well, between you and I,
yeah,
right?
I know.
You go. I understand they're working out and stuff like that, but
F45 is Mark Wahlberg's HIIT gyms.
Okay.
I don't even know if we have those here.
I don't know that, especially on our side of town.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we can look into it. Absolutely. So F45. So it's just if you guys have different ideas or different things and share them with us.
And I wish I was better. Like Celine next door, she just has, you can pay like $50 for the year for the beach bodies and you can do any of their workouts.
We did that forever.
I know, but I don't stay motivated when I work out at home.
But we also worked out at I told her that specific. She's like, she can come over here or she can work out at home. I was like, Beth doesn't work out at home.
Right.
Home is.
Well, I did during the pandemic and I don't know why.
Well,
maybe because there was
you had
nothing else to do, and I was tired of just being in the house.
And that was me. I was working out here, and I was working out here, and I was doing whatever. I have one little bench and some weights.
Yeah.
And you just figure it out. We'd both go for like a 3 mile walk come back and do some fucking. Is there a dog locked in a bathroom downstairs or something like that? I'm kind of curious.
Think so.
But we'd go for a walk.
He hears the other dog barking outside, so he's laying on our bed and just talking with it.
Yeah, he's a dick. But we go like, okay, so what do you do? So with you specifically, like you need to work out somewhere else.
It's right, and I need
but
guidance.
You also work at home now permanently.
Yeah,
you need to get the fuck out of the house.
I do,
and that's just a mental.
Or I'll kill a bitch.
Yeah, no. The bitch is me. But no, I understand that. But even with me, it's like I need to get out of the house too.
Well, and I need to find something. Like you were talking about how it's just hard. You like your matches every 3-4 months, something like that, 6 months.
It's a good challenge. It's a new challenge. Yeah.
And you have something to work towards, and I'm like, maybe I should.
What's a goal? Like you need a goal or something like that.
Well, no, I need to work. I need something to challenge me to work towards the goal.
And we used to do like Spartan races,
right?
And
but now you have to travel for
and stuff
you have
like
to travel for a lot of those.
We have to go up to Austin and stuff like that,
or Dallas, right? And I don't want to.
But we could do a 5K, but those are kind of boring, in my opinion. That's just me, though.
No, you're right. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it if I need new running shoes.
Well, we've talked,
and I need to slowly work back into running because if not, my problem is I try to run like I do and I'm in shape, and 30 seconds later I'm like, holy fuck, I'm dying.
I'm gonna die.
Do I smoke 2 packs a day?
It's all good though. So just kind of bring it up, if you guys got different ideas, different thoughts, theories, whatever.
Whatevs.
It's just get into it. Let's get into it. Hey, check us out on The Bar is Open, and welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg.
Yeah.
I'm Greg, and that is
Beth.
Thanks for hanging out. What's up, JJ?
Hola, hola.
Yeah, go out, check us out on all the places, Spotify, iTunes. Give us a little 5-star review if you don't mind. If you haven't already, it takes like 5 seconds. But also give us the little thumbs up thing on the thumbs up button here and do the little jingle jangle. You get it's all like birthday cake now. Watch. If you turn it off and you turn it back on, it goes sparkle.
Oh, it's like
so
congratulations.
Yeah.
Sparkles.
So you'll feel good about yourself. You feel good about me and Beth and us. As a community. It's good. So also you can go out. We're going to be making some new shirts. I got a meeting with the guy to make some new shirts next week.
To design the shirt.
Design the shirts.
Shirt.
Well, and then of course, modernmountaineer.com to print all the shirts. But yeah, I'm excited about that. We've been talking about that for probably a month.
You need to get it, but you need to make sure you get my insight on it because it's my kitty.
It is your kitty.
So
I think I'm going to do one. Maybe I'll do one with a dog for me.
No, don't copy me. Get your own.
No, you do a his and hers. Whiskey kitty.
That's
and then
unique.
something with a dog.
No. Find your own, bitch.
Like a bomber who's just sitting on the front like, what's up? And then on the back, he's like got a fucking baseball bat.
Don't steal my idea.
Like Negan.
No,
it's a his and hers shirt.
You get your own. You need your own thought, your own idea.
I'm the one that came up with.
You might have, but now I own it. So I'm copyrighted and titled it and all that shit registered. And yes, I have in Bethland. I have.
Yeah, that's Bethland.
Doesn't
I actually own
Bethland is Greg's land.
So we'll have some more shit coming out soon. Let's jump into the show. We got some funny shit to talk about.
What is the meaning of the dinosaur on the back of your shirts already? It's just
It's called a Jurassic pork.
I know, but it's called a Easter egg. Like it's just egg extra because we laughed our asses off when I said
so. About 150 episodes ago, Beth goes,
Jurassic. I was trying to say Jurassic Park,
and she kept saying Jurassic pork over and over and over. And she's like, I can't fucking say it.
I couldn't.
And then we had Julia Munguia
came up with
a whole bunch of just different Jurassic pork. They're all pigs with Jurassic bodies, like dinosaur bodies. And then I
think they're cute.
Then we came up with Gordon the Gourd.
We're not doing that on
the
life
life gourd.
Right? We decided we're going to leave that off.
Yeah, we have the life gourd, but we only did one for a quick printing.
But it was that's a one of a kind you got there, Ruben.
Yeah, that won't happen again. It was just kind of a fun thing to do. So Julia Queen, absolutely. All right, let me pull up the first story because this one is a big one. Everybody knows that that What the fuck?
I love how somebody referenced like I shouldn't be making fun of your beer because I spilt that wine like a year and a half ago. Really?
That's actually
that's like a really long time ago.
Yeah.
So really long time ago. I think it was it
George Clooney?
Oh yes. I'm sorry.
How much? I need to do. I'm going to do a quick Google real quick.
Oh no, here we go.
Because this one, I'm at 500 tabs on my.
Seriously, close some of that shit out. I wonder why your phone dies like in 5 minutes.
George.
Wow.
Clooney. So the idea is this. So George Clooney owns a significant portion of Nespresso, right?
Right.
Well, Nespresso just got bagged for transporting cocaine.
Well, was it the company or somebody who works for the company?
No, it's definitely the company. The volume that they were transporting.
Are you sure?
Okay, so we're going to get into it.
Because some of those people, I feel like it might be an employee.
It could be. I mean, it very well could be, but like it's a huge volume. Nespresso. How the fuck do you spell Nespresso?
N-E.
I've never had. Have you ever? Has anybody ever had fucking the actual Nespresso?
I see them everywhere now.
Ownership. Just
put like in George Clooney's coffee company.
All that takes too long to fucking write, and it says no matches. How's that a fucking thing? Anyway, can you do me a favor and look that up while we're talking through this? It's Nespresso. It's Nespresso. So, cocaine found in coffee sent to Nespresso plant. Swiss police said they have seized 500 kilograms of cocaine from a shipment of coffee that was sent to a Nespresso factory. Workers at the plant in Romont alerted authorities. Like the workers were like, oh, fuck, this is too much cocaine. After finding white powder in sacks of coffee beans, police later found more of the drug in 5 shipping containers. An individual investigation suggested that the shipment had come from Brazil, right? So you go like, all right, a couple pounds of Coke, 500 kilos is a shit ton. Camden, what's going on? Switch over to the you're on Facebook. Nice to see you there. Switch over to the YouTube channel if you want to. Otherwise, just hang out there.
Oh, bossy. Police
later found more of the drug in 5. I said that. An Nespresso statement said production of coffee capsules at the plant had not been contaminated by the drug, which is like, I mean, come on.
He made $40 million partnering up with them.
Yeah. So what's his ownership stake in it?
I don't know.
Does it say?
This is an old article. Because I didn't know this, but apparently they've been partnering together since 2006.
They've been around
forever.
First partnered with the coffee. Yeah, he's been with them forever and ever. He goes, they say the Nespresso statement said production of the coffee. Okay, so that we want to reassure customers that all of our products are safe to consume. The seized cocaine was 80% pure and had an estimated street value of 50 million euros. So I think that comes out to $53 million, what this says.
So this isn't the first time, because I'm looking through like this Google stuff, and it's like George Clooney saddened over child labor claims at Nespresso. I mean,
but he's still a big goddamn
support. Well, he might have signed a contract, so he might not have a choice.
No, there's probably some out clauses and some shit like that, but he ain't fucking sad about making $50 million or whatever.
Is he still making? That was a one. I don't know how much money he's making now.
Nope. He's like, no, I think he bought a significant chunk in that company. So, you go, holy shit, right? Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, when was the last time when you're that rich? He just sold that fucking tequila company for like $1 billion.
Since 2013, Clooney has been co-partnered in the brand.
Right. The cocaine was probably destined for a European market. So, you know what? I'd actually prefer if Nespresso had some cocaine in it. That way you could like get super up in the morning and then get like go like a.
Wouldn't you have to have a second cup in the afternoon then?
That's what I was just saying.
Keep the bump going.
Bump going. It's kind of like football or something like that. You're like, I didn't know. I just was drinking the Nespresso. What are you gonna do?
It would have been funny if one of those accidentally got taken into a store and somebody like opens their box of like Nespresso little.
It's like Q cup or K cup
whatever it is, and they're like, "What is
they're
this?
just
Why is this
cracked
white?
out.
No, why is my coffee white?"
Oh fuck! What if they were in K cups, and you just like straight up? You're like, "That's a new kind of espresso," and you just drink that shit straight.
I don't think that anybody would drink a white espresso.
What if it's like that? What's the white chocolate called?
That's not an espresso.
That's a white chocolate espresso.
No, it's a white chocolate frappuccino. They're very different.
Is it a frappuccino? Mm-hmm. What if it's a white chocolate?
Or a mocha.
White chocolate mocha.
It's a mocha. Mm-hmm.
But an iced.
Frappuccino is
I take it in iced form.
I don't know. I wonder if it'll be interesting.
I'm just saying, fucking George Clooney, right? He's looking for all the angles.
I mean, he's got enough money. He can do whatever he wants.
Right? Would you ever... okay, so...
If
you were... Okay, got to step back
Use
a second.
your words.
Buried alive. This is part of a show thing that I'll talk about in a little bit.
Okay.
Get in a car accident. This is one of the scariest things that could ever happen, especially in like the 1800s where they actually had the ringy bells.
Mm-hmm. In case they buried you alive.
In case they buried you alive because they didn't know shit about like medical procedures or anything like that. This lady's being placed into... She's already in a casket, which I've shown up there. You can see it up there, Castro. She's in the casket. They go through her entire... What's up, Allison? They go through her entire wake, like funeral ceremony. God damn it. All the stuff. They're burying her, and she wakes up.
Is that her boob poking out? That's so weird.
Maybe.
So they didn't embalm her?
It's like Peru or some shit. They don't have the same things that we do.
So she goes all the way through her
funeral procession.
And then what? Proceeds to sit up or what? How do people realize she's alive?
She starts breathing, like audibly. Like she's
groaning,
not
maybe?
Dead.
Interesting.
So there is this thing called a death rattle.
A what?
A death rattle.
Okay.
And it's basically where you get to the point of like your very end of life, right? Where your body actually like you go. It's called a death rattle. It's fucking creepy as shit. Heard it with my grandmother.
It's a Whitney Houston t-shirt.
I'm every
She asked
woman.
She asked if it was Janet Jackson.
Yeah, no, close. But it's called a death rattle. And basically what happens is that's when your body is actually like completely shutting down, right? So I'm going to pull the story up real quick.
So I don't think we have to. Okay, so here's the crazy thing that I was wondering. Like, so if she had been in the U.S., right, and they pronounced her dead, do you think that she would have woken up when they stabbed her?
Interesting thing.
When they stabbed her with the needle to like suck everything out of her, embalm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't do that there. So a funeral it is in Peru. God damn, I'm good. Was dramatically interrupted after knocking was heard from within the coffin. The family of
people are scarred.
This woman had gathered in the city of, I can't say this name, Lambayeque to pay their final respects. Rosa had been involved in a serious crash in the regional city. I can't. These fucking cities' names are this long. Yeah. The accident claimed the life of her brother-in-law and left her nephews with serious injuries. She had been pronounced dead following the horrific crash and later loaded into a coffin ahead of her funeral. So I don't know if they just be like, oh, bitch dead.
We got some room. We can bury her today.
Bitch dead. We'll do it tomorrow morning. Right? I don't know. Like us, we're like, fuck you. I want an autopsy. Like that's just, well, I don't know if that's always the case. Like my mom, like she passed away. Is that how you do it? I don't understand the Sosa thing. But my mom would laugh at that, so it was funny. But when her relatives hoisted the wooden structure onto their shoulders, they began to hear a strange sound, right? So then they lower the coffin and open the lid to find a weak but very much alive woman peering up at them. So.
Yeah, no.
What are you going to do?
Because this is the funny thing. So when I die.
The Sammy Sosa thing.
So, and that's what Camden said. He wants to be buried with a bell. Hence the term Saved by the Bell. The thing is I want to be cremated. So I'm kind of screwed if I'm still alive and they stick me in there.
Honey,
I mean, just let me die then.
Life insurance is life insurance, baby.
Let me just die then, because I mean, I've seen scary movies.
Yeah, you don't want to be half burned alive.
I see what happens
to
you.
Changed my mind, fuckers. Banging on the wall. I don't think there's that. I'll make sure you're.
So make sure I'm really dead.
Make sure you're really dead.
Make sure I'm really dead, and just like on the off chance that I'm not, just get up there and choke me.
I was gonna say I'll stab you in the heart,
just in case. Choke me, and now she's dead, bitches. We're good.
Doctor, can I just cut her wrist one more time?
She asked me to do this just to make sure she was
Put it in the will. That way it doesn't look like I'm.
Doesn't look like you're trying to murder me.
Yeah, or murder you.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You know, ALW said, "What was that?" So I was like, I don't know. It's like that. How do you do that?
I think it's like.
Yeah, that's what it is. Or something. I don't know.
Don't try to be cool.
I'm not.
No, because you're not.
Sounds all good.
So yeah, I mean, I guess good for her. That do they come back and say if she survived or not?
Ruben asked if you're going to be cremated with your glasses on.
I mean, probably not.
What about that new nose ring you got in there?
This one?
Little nose jewelry.
Nobody could really see my nose piercing before, so now they definitely can't
side.
see my nose ring.
I'm just saying.
It's a little rose gold.
What would I do?
But would I? No, not with the glasses.
Can you be buried and then like have the jingle bell thing, like just in case, like the?
Well, yeah, that's what Camden said she wants to have happen.
And then be like, once you truly are dead, like they dig you up after like
they
pick you up after like 4 or 5 months you've been down there.
Ew, nobody's gonna want to open that shit up.
People fucking.
You stink to high heavens if you haven't been embalmed.
Well, that's what those people are for, the guys that dig people up, right? And then they cremate you.
I mean, I suppose.
I guess if you're already in the ground, I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, there's a net.
Of course there is. It's fucking San Antonio.
You're such a crybaby about San Antonio right now.
Wiener Schnitzel. That's what Allison said. I don't know.
South, east, west. North, south, east, west. What? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to hear some fucked up, funny?
That wasn't fucked up?
No. This one's even better. Because this is one of those fucking retard moments that we've all been watching. I've got to kill a couple stories here so that I can actually pull some shit up. Literally, I have 500 tabs open on my phone.
You need to start closing some of those.
Well, I was trying to close them out.
Because I wonder if they also slow the system down.
Probably, Castro. Why you got to judge so much? But this one is interesting simply because it's, like I said, we all knew this. Doctors say...
That was Benji with Wiener Schnitzel.
North, south, east, west?
I don't know. No. Allison's thing said Wiener Schnitzel, and she said that was Benji.
Oh, that was not Benji.
If he can spell Wiener Schnitzel, I'm impressed.
Is it the sign of the cross? No, I understand the sign of the cross. I understand that. But it's the Sammy Sosa thing.
Does he do the sign of the cross, then do the kiss? But does he do the sign of the cross?
Whatever. No, he doesn't. Like a lot of baseball players, they don't do that. I understand the sign of the cross. Trust me. Grew up Catholic. Understand that.
You did not grow up. You went to Catholic church like twice.
I grew up Catholic, dude. Okay. All my family's Catholic.
Okay. We've had this conversation. We're not doing it again.
Yeah.
Guys, that's the sign of the cross. Just remember north, south, east, west. Oh.
The Sammy Sosa emoji is peace, kiss, left,
point, peace,
heart,
point,
left, peace, kiss,
and then 2 kisses.
Jesus Christ, twice. All right. I'm going to take a fucking screenshot of that later on. All right. So doctors say that these pandemic side effects are a serious problem. You ready for this?
Well, and I got something to add to this when you're done. Yeah.
Nice. And unlikely to go away at any time soon. So I think the
we do sometimes, usually on Fridays.
If you've been watching this show for
because then we're all drinking
quite a while. Absolutely. We all started drinking during the pandemic.
No. She asked if we take callers.
Oh, we do.
And that's why I said usually on Friday nights because we're drunk.
Yeah. Not this Friday. We're going to Dave Matthews this Friday. But in September 2021, so this is an article from this person. She goes, he goes, I collapsed from exhaustion. My vision went blurry. Then my eyelids grew so heavy. And this is on CNBC's website. So this is not this is a CNBC.
This isn't Star.
Yeah. Very important to know that, because what was NBC and ABC and CBS and all that bullshit pushing?
What are they still pushing?
Exactly. But it's interesting that they posted this, right? This is an op-ed. Panicked, I stumbled across approximately 50 yards towards a nearby friend and slumped over her shoulder. She guided me to a shady spot under a tree where I floated in and out of consciousness for about an hour.
That sounds like some good drugs.
Right. He goes, I was a healthy guy in my late 20s with no known risks of major health issues. I chalked it up to a one-off. But over the next few months, at unpredictable moments and random days, I hit a wall, going from perfectly fine to lying in fetal position. Jumping ahead a little bit, he ends up finding out he has a serious vitamin D deficiency. What is that caused by?
He needs a vitamin D injection?
Not being outside.
No, I know.
Right?
I was being
So a wide array of blood
babe.
tests. I understand what he needed. You saying he was gay?
No.
Why you gotta fucking assume people?
I'm just saying he needed a vitamin D
you're
injection.
such a dick.
Learn from watching you.
But
Oh God.
So a wide array of blood tests later, my diagnosis came back as a severe vitamin D deficiency and some high cholesterol. According to my doctor, both issues were pretty easily connected to my sedentary lifestyle I'd lived since March 2020. Not going outside or exercising nearly as often as I did pre-COVID. What in the fuck did all of the experts fucking say to us, right? I'm going to go on a little bit of a goddamn tirade right here because, and you should too, right? What did we do the whole time? We were working out nonstop. We didn't, just because we couldn't go to the gym, we kind of started the episode off as like, we still want to go to the gym.
Right.
We want to find some different shit, especially.
Right.
What did we not do? We didn't become fucking sedentary pieces of shit.
No.
And I understand the want to do that, like to just be like, fuck it. I'm just going to sit there and like hang out at my house and fucking watch a shit ton of Netflix. But from a mental standpoint for you and I, we're like, no, like, you know how I am. Like, I have to work out or I go
You get super grumpy.
I become a dick.
You become the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. And I need to work out. But there's other shit that we started taking like vitamin D capsules.
But is it because of his sedentary lifestyle or is it because he got
this motherfucker
vaccination?
Doesn't say
Because
this is very specifically this article is very specifically tied to non-COVID, like not because of the vaccine, or it's because of your sedentary lifestyle.
I mean, a lot of people did. You had both schools, right? Some people use it as an excuse to do nothing but drink beer, play video games, and eat pizza.
And I kind of mixed it. I would do a little bit of both. I never played video games, but I definitely started a podcast, which made our brains constantly think.
I think we did all the above. I mean, but I think I'm more sedentary now than I was.
But you're working on that, and that's kind of an ebb and flow of just your life. Here's the thing I heard
today. So this was earlier in the week. They are not recommending anybody get the Johnson & Johnson vaccination.
I saw that like a couple days ago.
They're recommending the other two because it is pointed to, they've confirmed it causes blood clots. And you should only get the Johnson & Johnson vaccination if you have no other options for vaccination. I was like, I bet you all you motherfuckers that got the Johnson & Johnson
are probably happy, honestly, because it only had like a 30% effective rate. But
what are happy? They could possibly get blood clots.
No, bullshit. Because if you...
What do you mean no bullshit? They just said it can cause blood clots.
Who said that? Who said this?
Well, several people have said that.
FDA.
It has been speculation. Remember, we know people who got the Johnson & Johnson that got blood clots and never had blood clots in their life. But
the Johnson & Johnson was a one-shot shot.
No, they have that.
Nope.
They have
it was a one. There was no booster required
shot.
for that. That's one that our buddy across the street got early on. The other ones are now requiring like 2 and 3 and 4 fucking boosters. That J&J one never required that. So why are you going to need to have all these boosters? It's a bunch of fucking bullshit. The idea that one, granted, it probably has its side effects, and the other ones don't have these side effects.
Well, that they know
a pile of shit
that they know of, or that they're advertising yet.
They just dropped the Pfizer documents, quietly, a month ago, I think, and they're coming out with, you guys can fucking Google them all and everything like that. There's all sorts of bad
the other thing
shit
that I heard was really funny, because Pfizer also has the antiviral.
The pills you can fucking take.
Some people are saying that it actually
themselves with those things too.
People used it to fight it. They just didn't use the one that Pfizer made. But they're saying that people that actually took that pill after like a week, their COVID came back and it was 10 times worse.
Weird, right?
Like, I don't know what.
So you wonder why fucking
because people
Canada just is opening up a plant to make vaccines, and they just bought
that one that the horses use, ivermectin.
Oh, ivermectin. That's not just for horses.
Nobody had that problem.
It's actually one of the most used antiviral medicines in the world.
I don't know why you have malaria. I don't know why you have to make a new one.
You don't. Why do you?
Because working?
It makes money, Castro.
So I'm gonna move us along a little bit.
Nope, I got to go through the rest of this fucking story. So fuck off. Curious if I was alone, I spoke with a half dozen medical experts in the field, ranging from internal medicine, oncology, to dermatology and podiatry. Said the long list of health problems. And this is just the side effects, right? Mm-hmm. So it said we're seeing across a broad range or broad age spectrum. We're seeing adolescents and children impacted. We're seeing lots of adults and older adults impacted too. I think it's a real problem. This is all from not going outside. It's from wearing masks on their faces. Like how
do you know it's because they wore masks on their faces? They're talking about a sedentary.
Those types of it. Literally, I'll post this fucking article. It is tying it to it. The fucked up part is this is CNBC.
So here's the fucked up part. You can't truly trust them.
I can't trust fucking anything.
You can't trust anybody. So I mean,
this is one of the first articles.
I do like that somebody said, "How about you live your life and take a gamble and opt out of all of it?"
Thank you, 100%.
Or how about you just live your life and then you deal with the consequences that you chose?
That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to. This is one of the first articles that I've seen from a non-right-wing news source, i.e. fucking Fox or something like that, that is actually posting something like this. That's kind of the interesting point of this, right? You can go through the whole thing. It's a pretty deep dive on it, right? But that's what I'm getting at is even the left side, left leaning, is starting to go, oh fuck, there are going to be these long lasting.
Then I was going to ask, does that reporter still have a job? Did CNBC fire her because she published this? But so a couple things. So I love how Robbie said, rule of thumb, if CNN promotes it, do the opposite. Yes, very much so.
That's always been the fuck. But
and then Camden said that she used the ivermectin and it worked like a charm. When you got it, you used ivermectin, worked like a charm. Like 2 days later, you were better.
And I used a gel form of ivermectin.
You said it tastes like ass.
Tastes like shit.
Yeah.
But it fucking worked.
Yes.
Within 2 days.
And then Camden also asked, and we're only going to touch on this, but she asked if we're going to talk about Amber Heard and Johnny's trial. Did anybody happen to see, and Paige shared it with us on Saturday, the Coke bump Amber took while she was on the alleged Coke bump that she took while she was on the stand.
Is she going to do a Coke bump on stand?
Why would she afterwards?
She had an itchy nose, man.
Yeah, she didn't have that itchy nose before she stuck that Kleenex up her nose. Bitch cray. Is it still, how long do you think it's going to go on?
Well, they have 10 days off, evidently.
Did the stress get to her?
Like this week, they have, so it's probably like 2 days.
Memorial Day and all that shit in there. Was she like stressed out or something?
ALW said, saw it live. I'm just saying.
See, she did. ALW, do you think she totally did a Coke bump? I think she totally, Paige thinks she totally, you saw her go.
Nope. She didn't do it. No,
she did a finger. She stuck her finger
No,
in
she
her...
didn't. She just lifted the tissue and she went like this and like rubbed her nose and go.
It was more than that.
She
stuck her finger
Google
up.
it.
But okay,
just
anyway,
literally Google.
I still want to know. Like, usually you blow your nose to get rid of your itchy nose.
No, I'm like,
you don't.
And then
you
I'm
don't
like,
blow your nose and like, oh, that made my nose itch. Tickle, tickle,
yeah, I've never
tickle.
like. So Jesse and Ross were talking about it on the Ross Patterson Revolution. She's like, yeah, no, you kind of close off so you can blow out one. I'm like,
blow in one.
She
nostril?
wasn't blowing out the nose, the
No,
nostril. She was definitely.
You could tell that it all got sucked in. I don't know. I think.
But are you going like this? Like,
is it so? ALW says she's watching it live. Is it entertaining, or do you just sit there and shake your head and be like,
"Gotta be entertaining"? Right?
Oh man, maybe. But I haven't watched an iota of it.
I've just been seeing shit that's showing up.
I get the good stuff from you and Paige.
Like,
so
after that, I'm like, God, now I got an itchy nose. I'm like, fuck.
Me too.
I need that Nespresso.
The new mocha,
maybe she's got the
new vanilla mocha flavor one.
Maybe she's got the mocha flavor Nespresso pods in her fucking purse.
Rather than putting it in water, she's just sorting it the caffeine straight up.
Getting that straight Nespresso.
That might work.
That Nespresso love. Do you know how to identify a psycho? Like a true psychopath.
I mean, there's facial tics and shit, but crazy eyes.
You want to know? You want to know how to identify a psycho?
Sure. How are they walking towards me with a knife?
This is per Lad Bible, and however the fuck they came across this. The science of psychology is a field that has captured the public's imagination for decades. I'm going to jump ahead. The NIH Medical Institute defines psychopathy as a personality disorder characterized by deficits in personality and behavior. Personality deficits are marked by interpersonal and affective facets, including pathological lying, grandiose sense of self-worth, lack of remorse, and callousness. Behavioral defects are defined by lifestyle and antisocial deficits, including impulsivity, parasitic lifestyle, and poor behavioral controls.
That's how you can tell if somebody's a psychopath?
Jesus Christ, I said a lot of words there.
You lost me. Like, all of a sudden, I was like, I thought you were supposed to tell me how I could tell.
This is going to break it down. Break it down.
So,
chief among these signs are classic psychopathic stare, they call it. Where somebody just
what ALW said. Does Brittany come to mind with those eyes in her TikTok videos?
Just goes
eyes of lost souls,
like looking through intense eye contact and piercing eyes, like where they literally look through you or like you're no longer a being, kind of a thing, right? It says pupils do not dilate.
I do that sometimes to people when they're completely boring, and I'm not psycho.
No, that's because you're judging them. That's different.
No, it's because I'm tuned out. Because I was like, I don't even know why I'm sitting in this meeting right now.
Like when you're just like staring at somebody and you're like at the mall, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with that person?
Yeah, that's still different too. That's me like looking at somebody on a Zoom going, why did you call us on?
Like they're the person, that's, I don't know.
I mean, I guess after a while that could make me a psychopath.
I don't want to like. There's a lot of people that I could theoretically stare at.
They also say like Kurt Cobain, they said he definitely had eyes of somebody who was mentally challenged. Those super light blue eyes with the lost stare. And
yeah, but that might be depression. I don't know. So it says pupils do not dilate when viewing scary or graphic images. Like it's just. So that would be a thing. Like you can't deal with it. Like you get up and fucking run away when we watch a scary movie.
Yeah, I go to the kitchen.
I get jumpy, you know what I mean? But I'm like, so it's like if you're watching,
you don't just watch it like you're watching. What was the one movie?
Saw where the dude has cut off his leg? If you're the buddy of mine that's just fucking like,
whatever.
Like you're the fucking psycho, right? Like, sorry, bud. So now another study of the psychopathic stare offers new insights into the phenomenon after using AI analysis, which is always good. You can tell they fucking put a camera on somebody's eyes. It says inmates at New Mexico's prison. At a New Mexico prison, researchers found that inmates who scored high in the psychopathic traits tended not to move their heads when they speak. So they like
you always move your head.
I'm a very like
you're more hands than head.
Well, I'm a very physical guy. Like I talk.
Your physicality is high.
Or like when I'm a physical speaker, like even when I'm on camera or something like that.
Oh, I know.
Like
I'm married to you.
Team meeting or something like that. I'm like talking, I'm animated.
Yeah, I guess I am too. I move my head a lot and I make faces.
Right. These people that are just like monotone, blah, 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 blah. Like fucking.
See, Allison said, looks like a snort up. Yep, I done told you.
You know, it says nonverbal behavior cues are a significant part of the individual's communication style and often enhance the understanding of verbal content.
You're going too deep. You're too deep.
Am I too deep?
You're too deep.
All right. So, motherfucker's not looking at.
If you watch a scary
staring through your soul.
If you don't see me,
and he's talking to you like this, like and there's like people being murdered behind him.
When you watch a scary movie, you go cray cray.
Yeah. Just call him out and be like, you know, that's pretty much. I think those are the big things.
Like that chick behind. Are you talking about Domestic Deborah?
What about Domestic Deborah?
She likes her.
Don't judge her.
She said, I like.
You do. These are
like
puka shells right here. These are
like that. I took my shorts back.
She did. So she's naked below the desk. It's kind of basically how Beth is right now.
Shorts on, you loser.
But barely.
Oh, I have shorts on. She has no shorts on.
Underwear, shorts.
I don't have underwear on. I have shorts on.
Underwear, shorts.
No.
I mean, I'm not judging you. I love it.
Psycho. So, I think a lot of people, when the pandemic started, especially people that lived by themselves, they adopted pets, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
so we're gonna go to a happy place, I think, right?
Yeah, thanks to me.
We need a happy place at this point.
But there was a huge pet boom during the pandemic for people, especially that live by themselves, and 23 million American households adopted a pet during the COVID lockdown, which is pretty awesome, actually. But now they are starting to worry about, as they're returning to work, what are they gonna, they're pets. They're not used to being alone. They get to go outside whenever they want to. They get snacks all day long.
Your dad just like coming over here and leaving the door open for his fucking chihuahua.
That has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
So shh. And so people are like trying to figure out like, what am I gonna? And so a lot of companies, the new perk of a lot of companies is make it a pet-friendly environment so that you can bring your dog with you or your pet with you.
You don't even like you wouldn't do that.
I would too.
No, you don't even like the dog.
Lucy.
You don't even like the dog.
I would take Lucy.
You would take Lucy, but
she's the best behaved.
You wouldn't take Bomber, the most deserved.
He's too hyper. He thinks he's a 20-pound dog, and he like doesn't jump on you, but he jumps around you.
Whose fault is that?
Yours. I would take Lucy, and I let my dogs in there all the time because everybody knows that Mick is my little.
The problem is that we have people that walk by our house from time to time.
That's the only time I kick them out.
Only when we're in a meeting.
Or if I'm presenting to like executives, then I kick them out and close the doors. But Mick is in there with me all the time. He's my little buddy. He's my
your little buddy.
He's my little buddy. Like I had somebody the other day go, "Where's your little dog? Your little black dog?" I was like, got my camera. I was like, "He's right here." And they were like, "Oh my gosh, I love that he's always with you." I was like, "He's a mama's boy."
Guard dog.
Guard dog. So a lot of places. Does anybody work where you can take your dog? I used to want to work at PetSmart just for the fact that you could take your pet to work with you. There's a poll that said 50% of workers polled wanted to return to pet-friendly workplaces. Huh?
Said we both work at home with our dogs.
Yeah. And half of 500 top executives surveyed agree with the idea, saying they are planning to allow pets at the office. We have
at our company.
Yeah, we have.
Service dogs.
Service dogs. Thank you.
That's not just like. Yeah. That's not like just bring your dog. That's not a black rifle.
No, but do you have? But I mean, if you
work.
Can accommodate that, why couldn't you just bring your dog? Maybe you can't bring him every day, but you could bring him once a week.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't think I'd want to bring him to our office.
Why?
It's way too fucking big.
There's plenty of doors to take them outside, though.
It's a pain in the dick.
Nah.
like once I'm in that fucking factory, I don't even want to go outside.
Well, that's you, bro.
It takes way too long.
That's why I would take her to work.
Dude, that would suck. We need much smaller offices.
No, we don't.
I'm telling you.
Always Debbie Downer, looking at the bad things
Not
instead of the
really.
good things. I would
Like
love
the other office I was at when I first got here. Yeah, that one.
I would take, if I worked in the office and could take my dog to work, I would take my dog to work. And here's the crazy thing. It makes total sense. Tech companies are leading the way for making pet-friendly offices.
They're smaller buildings, though.
Well, not Google.
No,
Google's huge.
But I think their building wasn't built in 1970.
Google, Amazon, and Uber plan to continue to allow dogs at their offices.
Uber's going out of business soon.
So
they're kind of out of it.
Shut up.
They seriously probably are.
Well, right now they're not, and they can still take their dogs to work while they have a job.
I mean, just riding in the car, or are you talking the tech?
No. The people that work in like that
IT section.
IT or call like the people who answer the emails.
You guys get to bring your dogs to work? That's what I want to know. Share it with us if you do. Because one of the things is I would love to bring my dog to work.
What if you have a lizard?
No, you're a fucking weirdo.
A lot of people have pet lizards.
I know. Leave it in his little goddamn tank. Otherwise.
Atrium? In his atrium?
Yeah. Just leave that fucker and feed it some crickets. Or some shit. Yeah, you horny toaded lizard owner.
And it's really, but they do. This is about dog friendly, not about.
I understand that. Yeah. But so that's where this is where you end up on a fucking plane with a peacock or some shit like that, right? Because we're like, oh no,
they've tightened up the requirements.
Blah, blah,
they've
blah.
tightened up the requirements on some of that stuff. But yeah, anyways, I would totally
understand emotional animals and
emotional support animals, you mean?
Support dogs and support stuff. But I'm like, my dog's a dick, like the little black one.
He's only a dick when he's in his house.
Yeah, I'm still not bringing that fucker to the office. He'll never.
No, I mean, we've taken him places before.
Lucy, Bomber, different mentality. Nick's just a dick.
Not when he's out in public.
Super sweet. He's just an asshole.
He's not when he's out in public. Just when you're in his home.
I don't know.
When you're his home, he is king.
DJ said, fuck that, staying home with my dogs. Yeah. I understand.
I mean, we do, but I mean, if I had to go to work, one thing that would make it better is if I could take my dog with me.
You do you. Fuck it. Why not? So you got some iconic TV moms. What was my first question on this list? So the list of iconic
Bundy?
Goddamn right.
On the list. And this is a little late. They did this together for Mother's Day.
But no, this is a green story because it can last forever, right?
Right. Well, I just still thought it was interesting. So 16 of the most iconic TV moms who ever graced television.
Okay. I just always go back to Peg Bundy.
She is on the list.
I mean, there's other iconic moms.
There's like who else would you say? So we have Peg Bundy.
Fucking Marge Simpson. Definitely an icon.
Look at what the people are putting on the board too.
Oh, okay.
I guess I can too.
Yeah, we don't have anybody yet.
I automatically think of
So I'm going, okay, iconic moms. What was Ricky Schroeder's mom? That fucking
I don't even know what show you're talking about.
Silver Spoons. No, that was Silver Spoons. That was Silver Spoons.
That was not Ricky Schroeder. I guess he was the
Family Ties.
Family Ties with the other guy, tall, skinny guy, Kurt Cameron. No, Kurt Cameron.
What was Alyssa Milano's mom's name in the one with Ted Danza? Tony Danza.
Made to Order or something like. Wait, what was it?
Yeah, that was a good one. She was pretty hot.
I didn't watch it.
They all kind of looked the same. Aaron Gray was not as not. I don't remember.
Who's Aaron Gray?
The fucking woman.
Aaron Gray.
So. All right. So
okay,
let's go through the list, and you're gonna have to share this because I need pictures.
Oh, okay.
So throw up the. Yep, we're gonna need.
Well, let me talk through it first before I plug it in. Oh, fuck it. Sometimes it makes the.
You'll be okay. Let's see it.
So she's not the first one, but they automatically start with her.
Oh, fucking
Brady Bunch.
Yeah,
Brady Bunch mom.
She was banging Greg. In real life.
That's fine.
Yeah. No,
as long as he was over 18.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Claire Huxtable was another big one. And at the time, she was a full-time working mom.
In real life?
No, in the show. She wasn't.
I don't give a fuck.
She was a lawyer. Obviously, if she was acting, babe, she was a full-time working mom.
Kind of hot. But
there's a picture of her.
No, I know. I remember what Claire Huxtable looks
And
like.
Carol Brady.
But she's so tied to fucking Bill Cosby.
Don't hold that against her.
Was she in on it?
No, she's not. What's her name?
Was she?
So this one I thought was weird. I never watched
that?
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls, Mom. Fuck yeah.
I never watched it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't watch it either.
Nope. I just know who you're talking about, and I can barely see that goddamn screen. Blow that shit up.
You barely see that. What do you?
Because it's on my computer screen and it's tiny.
Well, that's as big as it's gonna
There we
get
go.
for you.
Yep. Nope. She was hot. Yeah. MILF.
Peg Bundy.
Peg Bundy. Yep. Absolutely.
Which she was in Pitch Perfect 2.
And the great part about it is Christina Applegate was already graduated high school. So it was totally fine because she was dating I think she was graduated high school.
What does that have to do with?
But I was really young back then, so it was totally fine.
What does that have to do with?
I was able to think about having sex with her.
This was funny. Linda Belcher, which I don't understand the obsession with Bob's Burgers, but they have a movie coming out.
Yep, they're coming out with a movie.
But apparently she's in that top 16, which I'm like,
DJ, settle down. No, I didn't.
What do you say?
He goes, Greg's seen too much stepmom porn. Dude, no. These are the shows I grew up with. I'm 45, almost 46.
Carmela Soprano? I mean, did we really?
Nah.
She's on there.
I'm not a big, I don't think so.
Funny how young she looks. Nancy Botwin from Weeds. I think she's
she's
hot.
the one who was getting her ass eaten on the show in Weeds. There's literally
it was ass eating season on the show.
Literally on the show, against the fucking.
Was it her or body double?
It's her. I don't know that they might have had a thing across them, but she was totally. Yep, it was there.
Selena Mayer. I don't even know who that is. Oh, I didn't watch this.
That's what's her name.
I've never watched Veep.
Nah, I don't give a shit about her.
And then.
Well,
Rainbow
I mean,
Johnson?
she was already old when in fucking Seinfeld at that point.
No, Veep was after Seinfeld.
No, yeah, I know, but she was already old in that.
This chick
for me,
is from.
so long ago.
This one is from Blackish.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. Yeah, absolutely.
And then Marge Simpson, and she's
told
and I love how they're same hairdo for the past 30 years.
Goddamn right. No, keeping it real.
This is the chick from that 70s show.
Oh, the mom from that 70s?
I could see her being on there.
She had that little old lady bob, though, in that show. And
then this is the chick from Game of Thrones. I also don't think about her when I think of TV moms. She was married to the guy who got his head cut off in the first season.
I think she's pretty hot. Yeah. Again,
I think everybody's hot.
But I'm looking
Mindy Laurie from the Mindy Project.
I don't find Mindy
pretty. It's not about her being pretty. It's about her being
a MILF.
No. It's about her being a top TV mom. I don't see her as a top TV mom.
Oh no, I'm looking at I'm completely objectifying these ladies.
All right, then I'm done because you ruined
It's all about
you ruined the purpose
if
of
you were a 14-year-old kid.
You're just off tonight. You're off. You're off. I'm gonna have to go up and dink you on the head after this, get you back on track, you fucking weirdo.
No,
Take my top 16 TV moms. You're like, I'd fuck her.
That
wasn't the point of this.
I went into this what were you trying to do?
Just talking about.
See what happens?
Pervert. Can't ever have anything nice, clean, and Christian with you around.
Jesus Christ. Really? That's what you're going for on this show? Nice, clean, and Christian? You may want a different podcast, kids.
Or a different host.
Go out. I'm like, okay. The Satan area is over there. The godly is over here. Go out and check us out on The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. Do that. Smash that like button. Do all the stuff if you don't mind. We appreciate it. All right. So could you land a plane if you needed to?
No.
If the fucking what happened?
I mean, they make it seem pretty easy in the movies. They put the headset on and the people in the tower tell them what to do, when to do it, at what angle,
this just happened.
What pedometers to look at and all that stuff. I mean, maybe
a passenger with no flying experience landed a plane at a Florida airport after the pilot became...
Was it a small plane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Incapacitated. The pilot on his single-engine Cessna 208 had gone incoherent, and the passenger was telling the air traffic controller Tuesday afternoon that telling them that, according to whatever this .net thing is, it was, he stressed, a serious situation Air traffic controller Robert Morgan, a certified flight instructor, was on a break when the call came
certified
in
flight instructor
from the plane headed out from the Bahamas. I rush over. So he says, I rush over there and I walk in on a room. And the room is really busy. And they're like, hey, this pilot's incapacitated. The passengers are flying the plane. They have no flying experience. That, oh boy. Right? Basically, they're all going to die because they're over water or something like that, right? Coming from the Bahamas. Morgan learned that the passenger on the line had never flown a plane, but had been around aviation and seen other pilots fly. Okay, so you go, I've seen video games of people like pulling the throttles and doing the different things like.
Was it
like,
there's a movie
What's
where
up, Camden?
there's a movie where was it Fool's Gold where Matthew McConaughey says he's flown before and he's like in a video game and
Yeah,
she's like,
something
oh
like
my
that.
God.
Because he was really calm, Morgan said. He said,
Who's the boss? Yes, thanks, Camden.
I don't know how to fly. I don't know how to stop this thing if I do get it on the runway. And he said, so Morgan had never flown this model of Cessna, obviously. But he gave him step-by-step instructions. Try to hold the wings level and see if you can start descending for me. Push forward on the controls and descend at a very slow rate. Try to follow the coast either because he was trying to get in. He didn't even know where he was. Right? So he's just flying and this guy's fucking passed out.
Okay, so long story short,
Did
he land it?
They landed it.
Did it crash?
It did not crash.
Like he landed it down.
The landing rated
pulled
a
the
10 out
brake?
of 10 in Morgan
Wow.
view. Yep. Said I felt like I was going to cry then
So-
because I had so much adrenaline built up. Morgan
Not the
said,
guy that landed
Yeah.
or the instructor?
I was really happy it worked out and then nobody got hurt.
No.
That was the instructor.
Do you? There's one of two outcomes
Do
on
you
this.
go and become a
Tired
pilot?
of these snakes. I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Thanks, Robbie. Do you either find a new love and now you want to learn how to fly, or do you never get on a plane again?
Oh, no, you have to accept that fucking challenge. Like, I'm becoming a Cessna pilot. I'm buying a fucking plane.
I would be in the middle. I don't think I need to learn to
Nope.
fly, but I would still fly.
My first one was landing a plane where the dude But, oh, okay. So, was that your ninth life? Like, you're pulling cat lives out of your ass?
No.
Like, you've
No,
skydived?
his ninth life would have been if it crashed and he walked away from it.
Okay. So then I'm definitely gonna fucking go I'm gonna get my pilot's license. Fuck it. Why not? How many hours does that take? What's a Cessna cost? $100,000, $200,000?
Oh no,
Fucking buy yourself a plane.
to
And now you can fly all over the fucking place you want.
be a commercial pilot, you have to have 1,500 hours.
That's
under your belt.
commercial. Private
Because they're
way less.
Only reason why I know this is I just saw an article today that airplane companies. Is that what they are? Airline companies. Thank you. I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
That doesn't
They
sound-
are trying to get that lowered because there's a pilot shortage.
Do you want a pilot that's like, yeah, I got 50 hours on a fucking
Not 50,
sim.
but I think they used to only have to do
I
like
don't give a fuck if you got 5,000 hours on a sim. Go fuck yourself.
no actual pilot flying time. Like
Now I want like 5,000 hours in the air.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen, Henry. 1,500 is like they're even trying to get that lowered now because it did used to be lowered, and then somebody's kid died in a plane crash, and I guess the pilot was inexperienced, didn't have. They didn't say how many hours he had. That just he was inexperienced, so they like.
All right, so they start
got
out
Congress to like.
on. So those motherfuckers want to start out on Spirit Air. Yeah, you can start out on Spirit Air, and your ticket is like $100. You get to Southwest, your ticket's $300. But your pilot
there's a bottle alert. Fresh News 247.
but your pilot is only got so
Flip it, Beth. Hot dads go. Oh, dude.
block. Thank you.
I feel like there should Tony Danza. Maybe when I was 15, not as an adult.
So you go. Okay, see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, we were talking about something else, but yeah, go.
you're back on Tony Danza. Jesus
It
Christ!
just came up. I mean, they
Telling you
landed.
ladies.
They landed. End of story.
But what level of plane can you afford now? That's what I'm getting at.
I mean, you
You
had
go-
to be able to afford
You
before
go
that.
Spirit Airlines is $100, but your dude has 100 hours of flying time. You go
I think it's
Southwest,
probably more than that.
1,500 hours. You're like, all right, that cost me 300. You go Delta, guys at 9,000 hours.
No, I'm not paying that
but
price.
it costs you 650.
Nope.
But virtually, unless the fucking plane explodes in the air.
Hey, Alex. Yeah,
what are you doing?
Here's the thing.
What's your life worth?
My life is worth a party, so I'm going to take the Spirit and go $100 and get to my destination just fine.
I'll see you
and
there.
be like, I'm partying balls, bitches.
Oh.
Yeah, I got 9 lives.
No, really. You don't.
Not really, but
you
okay.
are not a cat.
So, I'm not a cat. Tell me about the Tesla phone.
Tesla phone. You guys seen this thing? I think I have it on here. Nope. Got to save that one because I might have accidentally deleted it.
Okay.
But there is a new Tesla phone coming out. That's called.
I thought you were going to talk
about it. It's the Model Pi. We'll talk about it real quick. It's called the Model Pi. You can go out and Google it yourself. It is, and actually, it's a really interesting phone. Un momento, por favor. I'm just gonna find it real quick. But the Model Pi, the reason it's interesting is because it actually is a GPS-based phone also. Or not GPS, but a satellite-linked phone also. And it says new expected price, release date, and specs and rumors, whatever. So when it'll be released, it's coming out. It says most rumors of early 2021, but it's been pushed out significantly through maybe the end of this year, early 23. But what it can also do is it can connect. You know the Neuralink thing I was talking about before? Mm-hmm. That mesh that they can put into, say, a paraplegic or a quadriplegic body. They can link this thing directly up to that, and they can talk seamlessly through the Tesla Pi phone, which is kind of an interesting thing. It's going to range between $800 and $1,200, which is basically the same thing as an iPhone. Right?
iPad. iPhone.
Right? So there are some when you think about like the what the fuck was his name? The really smart guy that was in the wheelchair that used the fucking
Stephen
Hawking's.
Yes.
And he had to figure out different ways. Like you put a Neuralink into somebody's brain or a mesh into somebody's brain, and it can actually read over. Right.
Yes.
And then they can actually have full conversations via Siri. That's pretty. Crazy.
I mean, because they send their thought to the phone via their Neuralink.
Right.
And the phone then talks for them.
Yeah. So my aunt has.
She doesn't have a Neuralink. She has
Parkinson's. No. She has Parkinson's. But they did a deep brain insert for her, right, to stop because she had really bad tremors, and that shit stopped.
Yeah.
Right, because of the link that they have.
It resets, right?
It basically just constantly is resetting her whatever the electrical pulses in her brain.
Right.
Now you do something like that, and then you put somebody that can't talk or they're comatose. Mm-hmm. They can finally. It's the situation with the dude that came out of the coma. We talked about it maybe a month ago. First thing he ever said was, "I want a beer."
Yeah.
Right. And you go, "Fuck! If you can just give that dude, that woman, a taste of beer or a taste of cheesecake or something." Just on their tongue that they've been waiting for fucking 10 years because they're alive inside, but they can't open their eyes.
Right.
That'd be pretty fucking insane.
Or they're alive inside and can open their eyes, but they have no availability.
Right? That's pretty fucking insane when you think about it.
It's good.
I think it's pretty cool. So
hopefully people that
have
that Neuralink will get it covered through insurance.
Yeah, but also, so this is going to be a satellite based phone, cool, which is different than all of our phones right now. Solar charging, vehicle control, astrophotography, crypto mining. Oh, that's a huge thing. It's going to be able to do crypto mining built into it. So it's a Bitcoin miner built into it. Neuralink support. Go out and just look it up. It is, I found this link on LifeWire Tech for Humans, so you can check it out. Found it a couple of weeks ago, but go check it out. Cheers, everybody. We haven't done a cheers.
Cheers.
Fuck, since last week.
I know. I was going to say, I can't believe we didn't. All right. So got to round this shit out.
So what?
What do you want to talk about? Give me another one.
Beth, you're not rich, bitch.
You're not rich, bitch. I thought it was kind of okay, when you graduated from college.
Yeah, I was poor as fuck.
What did you think you were going to make when you first graduated from college in a job?
Oh no, I didn't expect to make shit. I started working in grocery stores when I was pretty young, and I made for fucking
15-year-old
15, but I worked there till I was 21, and I made pretty good money. Then I went and worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and I made pretty much the same amount of money doing their management candidate program that I made at the grocery store, and I was happier at the fucking grocery store, but I would never be where I'm at. So I thought maybe like $20 an hour.
Okay. That's about 30,000, right?
That'd be 40 grand.
Okay. So college graduates have unrealistic expectations about their job. A survey conducted by Real
I graduated
Estate
in
Witch.
2020 though.
In a survey, graduates believe they will make six figures in their first job when they graduate.
Get fucked.
I was laughing. I was like, aren't you cute? Unless you have a specialty, like now you're a surgeon. No, it's not
engineer, surgeon.
I don't even think
data scientist, engineer, surgeon. Yeah, 100%.
Reality is, if they get hired at a good company, the top they could probably make is 50,000, which is still pretty awesome.
No,
that's more than I made when I got hired at USAA.
Yeah. If you got a communications degree like I had from Arizona State,
so
you're not making 100 grand.
So according to the survey, the undergraduate class of 2022 overestimates their starting salary by 88% across all majors.
Yeah, they can get fucked.
Journalism graduates, what I was. I use it in
I don't mean
no
that
way whatsoever.
It's just like reality is going to hit you in the face.
A journalism degree from Texas A&M, had the most unrealistic expectations. It's because they all think they're going to be stars on Good Morning America.
Did it say journalism degrees from
journalism
Texas?
Graduates? No.
Oh,
it just says journalism graduates, but I'm a journalism graduate from Texas A&M, so suck it. Overestimate their starting salary by 139%, which I was like, oh, dreamers.
So they
expecting to make 107,000 in their first year, whereas the actual average is below 45,000. I think they all have stars in their eyes. They're gonna be like, I'm gonna be the next Good Morning America host.
No, that's not journalism, though.
That is, you get that.
That is a host.
But that comes through journalism.
You can do that on TikTok, motherfucker. You can make more money.
Meanwhile, computer science majors have the most realistic expectation, overestimating their salary by 27%. 27%. They projected 95,000 when starting salary is 75,000.
So data scientist, first year
computer
out.
science majors. So
That's
go get your kids in computers. I call that a
data scientist, like
so 75,000.
Programmer or something like that.
Not 6. You said 6, but they get 75. But it just was. I appreciated it because in college I was like, I'm gonna be rich, bitch. No.
And if they can keep their shit together,
rich, bitch.
They can make in 20 years. They can be $250,000, $300,000, $400,000.
Yeah, I agree.
Totally fine. But they'll be leading teams at that point of data scientists and programmers and stuff like that. Because that's just the game. That's just how we work it. Like we run teams of people.
Right.
Right. Or you run programs and projects and stuff because you're no longer the individual. You're now like running this massive.
You're a team lead.
Multi-million-dollar program. You're a team lead.
Yeah.
Right.
But I just, so if you guys have kids, what my message to you is A, get them to do something with computers. Technology is the way to go.
It, yeah.
Even if they're not into it. No, I'm kidding. But
college talk depresses you. No, because there's another side of it. You can go to, like my nephew he got a paid 4-year fucking internship at an electrical place, and they covered all the way through for 4 years. Now the kid, now he's a certified electrician, whatever that. He's no longer an apprentice.
No, he's a certified electrician.
But whatever it's called something.
I love how Camden said
paid it all. So there's other ways to get
Camden says graduates now identify as millionaires, which I thought is hilarious.
We used to call them credit card millionaires in Scottsdale.
No, that wasn't graduates though. That was people who tried to live the big life.
Well, there was the same thing in Scottsdale.
But these weren't students. These were people like trying to rock and roll. Like, look at all my money. It's on a plastic card, but I got high credit limits.
Credit card millionaires.
So I mean, I think it's good to dream.
I always wanted to. I mean, I always tried to bust my ass.
I was going to be a millionaire.
I never.
Still working at it.
Like we always have lived right at the means. Well, I don't want to say always, but we lived at our means for a long time. Like we were like, all right, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. But, was there ever a dream of like, I'm going to make $1 million this year?
There was for me. Maybe not as a journalism major, But like when I was a kid,
You thought you were just going to be a millionaire.
I was going to be a doctor, and I was going to make tons of money and have a mansion with cleaning people.
I never wanted
and
to do any of that.
No?
No.
Oh, I did.
I didn't have those aspirations.
I did.
Aspirational goals were not for my family.
Okay. Well,
That was just personally me. Like, I was like happy to go to fucking college. I was happy to move to Arizona.
Oh,
I was happy to get married
this
to
had
you.
nothing to do with my family. This was just like,
oh no,
princess dreams.
that's what I'm saying. Princess dream for me was like, holy shit, I'm graduating with a college degree.
That's
Literally, right? So it's all about perspective on that too. So setting fucking expectations with kids and with yourself, it's like, what do you really?
Well, you don't want to
do?
burst bubbles or break dreams, but you need to be realistic. So when they're like, "No, ma'am, I'm going to make 6 figures out the door. I'll be able to live by myself."
You're not.
Hey, Godspeed. You're not. You're going to need a roommate, and you're going to have to work towards that 6 figures.
It's just reality.
But everybody has to pay their dues, right?
There's not, Robbie. There's not a lot of strip clubs in Scottsdale. They're always in Phoenix. Scottsdale doesn't allow most.
They have some strip clubs, don't they?
They're just on the
lip of Phoenix,
right on that edge, buddy.
All right. Well, all right.
We've been to several.
I'm going to tell you my feel goods.
What's your feel
two?
good? Okay. Oh shit.
We got to hang out with Paige. So my niece Paige and her family are back from Wisconsin. They got the fuck out because it's too cold.
She's
and we hung out with her because one kid went with dad and the other one went with grandma. So she came and hung out with us for Saturday afternoon. And it was a blast and it was fun because we hadn't done that since they moved. And then my second one is this cute little Jack Russell Terrier.
Plug it in, bitch.
Hold on, let me find it. This dog is.
Oh, I just read the second half of Robbie's note. He said Scottsdale is no shortage of strip clubs and trust fund babies.
Right.
100%. One of her best friends is a trust fund baby.
She will be.
She absolutely works her ass off, though.
She does. But not because that trust fund, just because that she's motivated and driven. Yeah, but
she's an entrepreneur.
She will have
through.
The stock market the way it is right now. The stock market right now.
She's going to be working forever. All of us. Jesus Christ. You want to hear something depressing?
No, don't.
Go look at your 401k if you have one.
Don't. And I told you not to look at it, and you did not heed my warning. And then you came down, you were like, what the fuck? And I was like, I done told you. So helping to sweep 200 explosive devices in Ukraine.
Oh, that little puppy.
Patron, the Jack Russell, recently received a presidential medal from President Zelensky. I'm not going to even try to say the owner. Patron's handler accepted the medal on the 2-year-old Pooch's behalf. So this dog has really has been amazing. Yeah, sure. This picture though is just why this picture is why dogs are so cute. He fell asleep with his head on the table in the news conference.
Yeah, cute as ass.
And I thought,
can you blow it up?
That is blown.
Can you go to that dog? There you go.
And I thought, I love him.
Is his head? Oh, that's just his head on the table.
Yeah, he rested his head on the table and fell asleep.
That's so sweet.
He was like, "This is boring. I'm going to sleep." And that's his handler, which I thought it was sweet. And he's doing dangerous work. So I'm glad that the president honored him with that medal.
Absolutely. So Allison said only 1% of TikTok account holders are millionaires. But how many are 100,000aires? So how many have like $50,000 a year coming in? How many have 60, 70,000? You know what I mean? It's not just a millionaire.
You mean?
A TikTok. Because then on top of that, you got YouTube and you got all these other shareable sites. So it spreads out. How adorable.
What's your feel good?
My feel good is we're going to Dave Matthews Band on Friday. We will not be having a show on Friday, but it's the first time that we've seen them in 10 years?
No, we saw them
8 years,
maybe
like that.
6 to 8 years.
So we're going to be off on Friday. We're going to go down up to Houston with our neighbors.
Over to Houston,
wherever the fuck that is. And then I will be doing a couple of shows on Saturday. You didn't hear about this yet. Saturday night.
I thought it was Sunday.
Saturday night when I had to schedule them and get back. But I'll be posting those out on Sunday, or at least one of them.
I'm not doing any shows on Saturday. Okay.
But I'll be posting that out on Sunday, I think, Sunday night for a Sunday afternoon, something like that show. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen the Dave Matthews Band. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Came to go live from the concert. I'll probably be drunk.
No, I'll definitely try and do some live shit from my phone and stuff like that. Maybe on YouTube or Facebook or something. We'll do something fun. Aside from that, yeah, that's it. Awesome. So today in history, the Great Dust Bowl. You guys know what this is? So on May 11th, 1934, a massive storm sends millions of tons of topsoil flying from across the parched Great Plains region of the United States as far east as New York, Boston.
Looks like Phoenix.
So literally this was like the 30s through the 40s. Like there was this huge.
It would happen often?
There was this overproduction of wheat
that
happened.
Oh, I remember.
Boomed and then nothing sold. And it killed all the crops because there's nothing. That's why you have rotational crops now. Mm-hmm. Like we're going to plant corn. We're going to plant wheat. We're going to plant this. And we're going to plant that. It keeps the cycle of need of these different things happening. So it's kind of crazy that.
It's crazy. But doesn't it look like a haboob?
It looks like a haboob, only
probably thicker.
They didn't have buildings like we did. They had like plank walls.
Oh, where it came in.
And it literally was,
people used to have to wear scarves around their face.
People to
get sick. Yeah.
Very, very sick. So that's that. All right, guys, go hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for so much for hanging out. Ian, come get a beer. Evan Haley, we miss you. Military first responders. Without you, we can't do this shit. Especially nowadays. You never know when the end of the world's going to happen. So we love you.
Love you guys. Have a great rest of the week. Wednesday. A week from today.
A week from today, live. Love you.
Bye, guys.